time, this is a second visit with Adrian today. And from the last time, we were trying to rectify the use of his levators to do a bicep, the use of his supraspinatus to do a bicep curl. We're trying to eliminate that using his minor teres, major teres to extend his back versus using the curl, which is the belly of the biceps. We have two of them, of course. You have the long head and the short head. And he's putting tension on his tendons, the head of his biceps. And so that's the tendinitis is what we're trying to eliminate. And because of that, he cheats, or he's creative, can we say, using his supraspinatus, his subscapularis, minor teres, his rhomboids, he's using those to do a curl. We're trying to eliminate that. So what happens, his supinators are kicking in to finish the last part of the curl. Instead, we're trying to do what? We're trying to decrease the external rotation of the supinator muscles, which are these, to bring it there, and then we're trying to flex the wrist. We're trying to flex his wrist so that he's more doing a belly of the bicep, so he can feel that out more. But also, my feedback that I've heard from Adrian is now he's done some lateral spreads, and there's some notable difference. What we're trying to also do for Adrian is we're trying to create a muscle memory within the makeup of his upper trapezium. We're trying to create a muscle memory so that whenever he does that, the muscle knows exactly what to do and what muscle needs to turn off and what muscle needs to turn on. Between the two, synchronizing, that's what's going to help us. So when he does that, it all just comes on and it all just comes off, and it all is just symmetrical and it looks beautiful. So Adrian is here today, so we can start.
All right, and today I did a shoulder workout, so he's going to work on the shoulder muscles.
Yeah. Right. So we're going to do some measurements today. We're looking for rotations. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to put this camera so that it's right. Okay. This is called a baseline joint goniometer, and what it does is it measures angles or movements. And we're looking for some nice range of motions on Adrian. So Adrian, you come stand in front of me. And the shoulder that we're working on is your left shoulder, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, so it kind of looks something like this if you take a closer look. And the socket is what we're looking at. So I'll have you move your hands, yeah. Hold on, a little bit higher. And that's 90 degrees, or 90. So now, okay, so that's 90, and I need you to keep that way and take it as high as you can and touch your ear with the braking part, the anti-braking part of your arm. Go for it, as high as you can. Okay. So what we're trying to do, bring it down, is we're trying to get that movement without the whole shoulder lifting. We're trying to get it to, okay.
Oh.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, so this part needs to relax.
It needs to relax.
It's tight.
Yeah, we want that supraspinatus.
Yeah, this arm.
Yeah, so that's what we're trying to do here.
Okay.
Yeah? So try that again. And don't fold, don't flex your arm. Your arm stays straight, and it's the joint that we're measuring, the joint. Keep going, keep going.
Yeah, it's tightening right now.
Right there. So we need to release some of this muscle here.
So about right here is when I start to feel it.
Pull it.
Right in here.
Okay, so that's 60 degrees. 60,
yeah, right there, I can feel it.
So this is 90, this is 0, and this is our point of measurement.
Right in there.
So 90, that's when you're peeling the pole, is that right? Yeah. 90, 100. About 100 degrees, we want it 120, 90, 100, 110, 120. Okay, so that's what we're measuring, okay?
Oh, that's so... I can do this arm, nothing, no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no tension whatsoever.
But as soon as you...
But this arm,
You
I
can
can feel it.
And then you start to flex your elbow.
Well, it's almost like I'm trying to do a lateral raise. Just
Yeah, all right.
So
Okay,
tight.
so have a seat.
all right, where do you want me?
No, you still keep facing forward.
All right.
No, I'll move that down for you. So I gave you that Theracane. Remember that Theracane?
Yep.
Did you use it?
I did.
How was
I
that?
used it about four or five times, just every couple hours.
Okay, so I'm gonna get something here. 1 second.
All right.
Okay, there you go. So what we're doing is the therapy band is here. You feel that? So this is something that you'll be doing where outside there. Okay? And so I'm gonna pull and then you pull also. We even each other out. Pull. Do you feel that stretch?
Yeah,
Yeah. 10,
I do.
9, 8, 7. Now pull. Pull, 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 pull. And then let go. There you go. Go. And then go. Pull, 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 and then let go. Good. And I'm gonna pull harder. You pull also. Ready?
Yep.
Pull. Pull. 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. And then up, let go. Good. So now what I'm gonna do different is I want that head, I want it to go behind your head. That exposes that more, yeah?
Yeah, let's raise that just a little bit. There we go. There we go.
All right? Make sure that you stay,
Straight.
yeah. Okay? All right, so that's the concept of it. I brought a thinner one so we can get the full range of motion, and we'll take the bigger one and we'll keep switching back and forth. Three on each. Ready? You overwhelm this because this is very light.
So the thicker ones has more tension?
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
All the way. Go. 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 Keep it 90 degrees in the arm. No.
Oh.
Don't extend it. 90 degrees. Keep going. There you go. And then back. 90, 90, 90, 90. Because you want to engage that shoulder blade. Yeah?
Okay.
Go. Hit. And then back. 90 degrees. You feel that?
Yeah.
And pull. Pull, 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 pull. And then back. One more. Go. Pull, 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 pull. And then back. Good, let it go. And then we get a thicker one.
Yeah, that's different because now I can't feel my back or my rear delt trying to take over.
Yeah, well, we're trying to engage the right muscle for it. That's the muscle that needs to shut off when you do it.
Okay.
And then this needs to turn on.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay, on and off. You think on and off. Go, pull. It's gonna feel heavier. 90, 90, 90, 90. And then up. Good. And then go again. Good. Good. And then go, leg. Good. Now let me do the pulling. You hold me, breathe down.
Okay.
And let me do the pulling. Pull, pull, and pull, pull, pull. There you go. And then relax it easy, good negative. Nice. And then let go. Good. So,
That's good.
yeah, turn around so that we can show the muscle that's working. Okay? One more time. Okay? I'll kind of direct you. I'll kind of tell you what the camera is showing.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, so you have to go home and look and see what's happening back here.
Okay.
All right? We'll do both sides so you can see the difference.
Alright.
Ready? Go.
Yeah.
Pull, pull, and then back. Good. Pull, 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 and then back. One more. Pull, 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 and then back.
So different. I feel muscles that I haven't been working that should have been.
Good. All right, now come over back this way. Right there. Same arm. Different arm. Same concept of mechanism, yeah?
Yep.
Go. Pull. Keep that 90 arm, 90. Between the brachium and the anti-brachium. That's the forearm and the main arm. There you go. Good. Good. Keep it 90. Keep the L between your elbows. Yeah, keep the elbows 90. So 1 second, let me fix this. 90.
Oh, 90?
Yeah, go. Up, 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 up. Beautiful. And then back. It's amazing.
Like I don't feel my back trying to take
engage.
over.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. So now how do you even that out? You grab this and keep it at 90 and you pull. There you go, and then back. Move to your there. And you can see this is depressed than that side. Yeah, so the idea is, there you go. There you go. That's it. That's the movement. Do you see how even? Yeah, that's the movement. There you go. Good. That's it. That is the most even that we've seen it today. And that's it. And let it be. Good.
Ooh. Yeah.
If we can let that go. So when you bring your arm up, it doesn't do what?
Okay, so it's not compensating and
Yeah.
taking over.
Taking over. That's right. So let's lay down and let's adjust that spot. So now we're gonna adjust T4, 7, 6, C6, C7, T1, T2, T3, T4. T4, T7. Between the shoulder blades, the bottom of it laying down is T7, standing up is T6, and T4 is right at the dead center up there. And that's the muscle, that's the nerve that's in charge of your shoulder blades, your thorax. So that's what I'm gonna adjust right now.
Okay.
Lay facing down.
Yeah, just move it however it needs to be.
I'm gonna go 2 adjustments. Here's the first one. Breathe in and out. One more. Breathe in and out. I mean, feel how this one holds and this one moves. So that's the one that needs to move. Breathe in last time and out. Oh, nice.
That was a good one.
I got adjusted from that. All right, go ahead and stand up again. Yeah, let's do that movement. Yeah, stand up and let's do that movement.
You're on my back to
Yeah. Move to your left. There you go. All right.
So when you're adjusting it, what did that?
What the adjustment does, the adjustment releases some of the.
Is it tension or?
See the base. You can actually see this. You can actually see how red or discolored that is. I'll bring this closer. You can see how. Look at how red this is, and it's more red on this side, and that's the side that's the muscle that's really releasing, and that's the base of the trapezium. That's the inferior trapezium. This is like cadaver. My goodness, I only saw this in school, but anyway, so it's a privilege. But anyways,
So does that mean on one side I have more muscle tension?
there was more muscle tension on one side, and now that we just adjusted that, you can see even and you'll watch it later, you can see the discoloration. There's more red there, so the blood is going, oh.
So this side's been pulling more.
It's been pulling more.
And this side, okay.
Yeah, so that's what happened, and the making, your body's just saying, oh, thank you for that. Yeah, for relaxing that. So, as funny as that is, that's the first step for day number 2 for him. When we started, we were all up here, And now today we brought it down here. So now the next time I see him, we'll be releasing the tension in the middle. All right? And then we'll continue with the therapy pose. So I just want you to try that movement again.
All right.
Where you're pulling apart. Move to your left a little. There. Keep it 90. So the left is working better now than the right. Oh, it's unbelievable. The left is keeping 90 and the right is struggling with, there, that's it. Perfect. Perfect. There, that's it. And it's level. And now hold. You're going to do a negative. I'm counting to 25. 1, 2, 3. Just let it burn. 4, 5, 6, 7. Count quicker, Steve. You say 8, 9.
I'm gonna hold it.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Engage the lat. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5, 4, 3. Head tilted back a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. And that's it. Good work.
I made it.
You made it. Let's do the lateral raises. Right up to
Oh, that's different.
That is awesome. That is very, very awesome.
It's not a lot of tension
In there, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you didn't flex the arm at all in that. That's good.
God, it's like having a new body. Just a new section.
Yeah, so what I want to do now is I can lay you on here and I can put some current on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we can just keep relaxing these muscles here, because these are the muscles that were tight.
Okay.
And we need to let this kick in, but this will only kick in if this lets up. And this is what's not letting up. So this, we release the joint, the nerve that feeds onto that, but now we need to release the muscle also some. Just continue more releasing of it. Lay facing down. And you can put some electricity again on this guy. And you'll just feel them all in the muscle belly.
All right.
So you feel this come on, turn off, this come on. Remember how I told you shut on, shut off?
Okay.
That's what you'll feel. So here comes the first one. Feel that?
Yep.
Can it go stronger?
Yep. Is that what she wants for convulsions?
Yeah, I need those compulsions, yes.
Okay.
And here comes the other part. It'll come off and on, come off and on between the two groups of muscle.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. And then that will turn off and then the other will come on. I'll get some heat for us, okay? So what we're doing here is you should need to work this camera here. So you can see, did it come on and off?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
See it?
Yeah.
Kind of just twitching.
Yeah, there it is.
There.
Comes on and on. That's called the Russian stimulation. We're trying to build the, oh, there it is. It turns, one turns off, one turns on. One turns off, one turns on. Every 10 seconds. Yeah, there it is. All right. So that's called the Russian stimulation. That's what we're doing for you. We're trying to exhaust those muscles that are responsible for turning off and on while he's trying to flex. I'm very proud of him because he's very proactive. And that's what's going to help us here with. Would you like your camera so you can talk into it? Tell them how you feel, how the muscles feel. Okay, so. Oh.
There's a little clip.
I see it.
If you pull it out, it'll pop out. Yeah. So basically it feels weird because it's current going into my body and it's causing muscle spasms. So it's causing my muscles to twitch on its own, similar to last time. This time it's a little different. He's hitting 2 areas and it's rotating about every 10 seconds. So it's kind of like a war on 2 fronts. It's hitting the left side and then the outside kind of by the scapula, and then the inside by the spine and right above. To the right of the scapula.
Tell them how it should feel. I mean, you can see that arm going back and forth. Look
That's
at that.
not me. That's the current.
That's some weird stuff. Yeah. But we want him to be a winner. This is what winners do. You know, we make him do things they don't want to do.
I had to do cardio yesterday. I was not a fan.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, and that's involuntary. He's not doing that. That's the machine. This machine here, this computerized machine here is what's making him do all that stuff. And this is cool stuff. We're trying to make Adrian have a big lat spread.
Yes.
All right. Any other things you're gonna say?
So, for my muscles, my back, after you did the adjustment, is that the right side starting to relax a little bit?
Yes.
Because it's been working so hard to compensate for the left side? And so that red means there's blood finally getting in there?
Yeah, well, there's blood, but there's also innervations getting in there. Innervations. Let me say it so that my American friends can understand. Innervations. But what happens in that particular part of the body, Adrian, there is nerves that are responsible for that dermatome, the musculocutaneous, the axillary, the dorsals. Those are the ones that are responsible for feeding that part of your back. But while they can be impinged and therefore not feed that area, so by me adjusting T4, T5, and T3 is a good help for innervating those muscles or those dermatomes. So you have better sensational feeling, so that when you're flexing it, you are more aware of what you're flexing. But also I'm trying to help the sympathetics and the parasympathetics to be able to give you a good product when you stand on stage. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we're about, having a good product on stage, you know.
Yeah. Hey, this is
doing something like this is the difference between second and first place.
There you go.
Or placing. So, you know, you have to, if you have something wrong with your body and you know it, you have to be proactive about it, and you got to get it done.
All right.
So, I mean, this is, bodybuilding is kind of a game of attrition. You got to be in it for the long haul.
Amen.
You know, if you're coming in for 2 years and you burn out because your body's shot, you know, you're not going to get anything out of it. So you got to plan for 10 to 15 years. And then when you're in your 40s or 50s, if you're still going to do this or you're going to coach, you're still going to want to have your body in peak physical condition. So that's what we're trying to do. I realized that I had something wasn't right, had to come in and take care of it, and that's what we're doing.
All right, man. We're gonna have to let you put your head into that little space there.
All right.
So that the current can go back to work. All right. What about 4 minutes left? But this is Mr. Adrian's back, and oh yeah, you can see all the contours forming. It's like live lava coming out of the volcanoes. This is awesome. You can see that movement, the twitching is simply just amazing.
So in terms of muscle imbalance, have you seen anything this bad, or is mine something average?
Well, you're unique in the sense that you are aware of what the muscle is. You're aware of what muscle is not working. A lot of times, I have to find out what they're talking about. But you know exactly what it is. It makes it easier for me. So in the sense of, have I seen something like this before? I've seen it as an injury. Yours is not really an injury, it's just
slight displacement.
Yeah, it's something that has happened maybe over a lifting period. It wasn't any kind of trauma that you suggested. I don't think that's what it was. I think just in the process of lifting, one kind of just got left behind. But you're pretty symmetrical. But we just have to fix some nerves that are being impinged with the buildup of your muscle, because you're a very strong guy. The last time I saw muscles in particular, like I'm seeing right now, was when I was doing, like I said, I was in school and we were doing cadavers, and that's how you could singly look some muscle striations and you could actually see them like I'm seeing them now. Your shoulders are just moving back and forth, and you can see there's definitions, there's valleys and hills and mountains and
that's what we want.
All right, I'll let you relax, okay, bud?
All right.
Lift right. The more they think that whatever is hurting is just part of soreness, but it really isn't. Injuries can sometimes be disguised as soreness, and then you're like, oh, I can't do that anymore. All right, Mr. Agent, that's it for today.
All right.
Good job. You did good.
Yeah, that's what I kept telling my wife. It's just like, after the first session, I went home and I wouldn't stop. She's like, why you keep moving your arm? I was like, because I can move it, you know, like, and it's not tight anymore. And then
so when I see you next time, we will do some more. But this time we did the inferior trapezium, right at this angle here. See this? We did these here. That's what we did today. Last time you were here, we worked on those. See that? So both feed the shoulder blade. See that shoulder blade? So if these and those, see that major teres there? If those two are tight, it doesn't matter what you do. If it's not moving, you have to cheat and do that. And so that's what we worked on today. And I put current on that and I put current on this. So between those two, they were firing. I mean, you see how that levator there? If this tightens up, it pulls your shoulder blade up. And if this tightens, it pulls your shoulder blade. So this goes, the shoulder blade moves like that. So if this tightens, it makes your arm go up. If this loosens up, so when this tightens, this is supposed to loosen up. When this tightens, this is supposed to loosen up. So it's supposed to move like that. So what's happening is, this is tightening, but this is not loosening up. So here you are, it wants to do that, and because it's not doing that, the arm decides to bend to finish the last movement. We need it to rotate that way. Remember I told you, turn on, turn off. Turn on, turn off. So that it makes a nice protraction, retraction, protraction. So I worked on that so that loosens up too.
It's amazing. It feels so good.
Good job, brother. You did well.